Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another West Bromwich Albion career mode video. This is part 60, I believe, and we're starting off showing you a few matches that I actually missed. I played these two matches before. When I went to end the recording, I realized I wasn't even recording. So I played these whole two matches, and there was some there were some good games, some good goals. I think Sam Byram scored his first goal for the team against Liverpool. And then you see we lost against Watford in that match. But like I said, I'm sorry. There wasn't much I could do. I played the whole games, went to stop the recording when I was done, and then realized that I hadn't even started recording in the beginning. That's the first time I ever done something so stupid. But you can see right there what the table was looking like after those two games. And we're going to get back into it as normal. So 2 games that you've missed. My bad. I'm sorry. We're starting off in this game. Nice little 3-5-2 going on right there. Sam Byram starting at the right. Reece James on the left, right there. Van der Meer and Bezic playing in the defensive midfield positions with Daniel Sturridge and Nolan Roux up front as normal. I mean, the strongest, it feels like when we're playing this formation, at least this is the strongest side that we could field out there. Van der Meer is definitely becoming a first team player. He pretty much is a first team player. When we play the biggest games of the season, I'm kind of trying to make sure Van der Meer is fit to play them, because he's not going to best stamina as well. So if we play him in one game, he's pretty much going to miss the next game because he's got pretty poor stamina. So we're trying to train him up with his stamina in that regard. But this is the lineup Leicester City went with, and we start off in the 4th minute when we get our first chance. It's played into Daniel Sturridge, who just like, look, boy, if you don't get Daniel Sturridge just rifling one into the top corner, absolutely smashing it. The first chance of the game finds its way into the back of the net, and it's an absolute stunner from Daniel Sturridge. That goal, it could possibly be goal of the season. Goal is beautiful, right into that top corner. Keeper, sometimes you see them shots hit the top corner and the keepers are all fucking up. They're diving bottom corner when the shot goes top corner. I don't think there's too much the keeper could have done about that one. I mean, that's a beautiful strike, hit with power. Keeper wasn't getting anywhere near it, and Ken Jeong, aka Mr. Chow, celebrates that goal happily. Daniel Sturridge getting another goal right there. That's his 17th goal of the Premier League season. After goals have slowed down a little bit for him recently, but I mean, he's still scoring at a decent rate. A terrible mistake right there allows Divock Origi to find his way in behind. He cuts inside. He's going to play it across to Mahrez, whose shot just goes over the crossbar, but Riyad Mahrez has to be doing a little bit better. I'm quite surprised. What, we in season 3? Riyad Mahrez is still at Leicester. Loyalty. I like it, but his shot really should have been at least hitting the target from that range. Obviously on his right foot, you got to be hitting the target though. Poor mistake from Christensen. The ball's just kind of bounced off of him and found his way into Divock Origi. Leicester coming forward again. A missed slide tackle from Karsdorp allows Mendy to get in behind. 28 minutes in, denied by Jack Rose, not allowing that ball to find its way into the back of his net. But Leicester City knocking on the door, putting some pressure on us. Mahrez crosses that in, and it's a nice little flick on the near post, I think by Fuchs or Okazaki it looks like, to try and get it in, but it's a decent save by Jack Rose. Again, Leicester City coming forward again. It's all Leicester in this game. Mahrez gets 2 bites of the cherry and 2 brilliant saves again from Jack Rose to stop them going in. I love Jack Rose in this series, man. Like, he saves damn near everything. The guy's a beast, and he's still young, like 24 years old. Beautiful keeper. But Chadli, despite us like soaking up all that pressure in the first half especially, Nacer Chadli gets the first chance of the second half. He runs across his man and just slots it into the bottom corner beautifully. Nacer Chadli doing it all himself. Another player whose goals have dried up towards the middle area of the season, and he's really stepping up and just giving us the lead. I mean, he's not scoring as many goals as he was at the beginning, but that one is clutch. He's scoring big goals, just getting us in the lead in the game that we was really struggling, and we can't really afford to lose too many points in this title race. Too many more points drop. We need to keep up with the pace. But Leicester City, who've been putting all the pressure on us in this game, 2-0 down, they still have a chance if they can get a goal soon. Daniel and Marty right there just shooting just wide of the post. 74 minutes in now, we're coming forward again. It's Daniel Sturridge down the left hand side. He crosses it into the box, and Nolan Roux with an absolute bullet header getting in front of his man, and he celebrates in front of the West Brom. Well, is it in front? I think it's in front of the West Brom fans. Yeah, in front of the West Bromwich Albion fans. He celebrates a beautiful goal. Just getting together. Well, I thought he got in front of the defender, but he didn't. I think it's Hernandez. Is it Hernandez or I don't know, but he got behind his defender. Sorry, his defender completely just missed time in the jump. Really should have done a little bit better, but we are in the lead at the end of the day. Nolan Roux sliding it into Nacer Chadli 10 minutes before time with a chance to make it 4, and just absolutely, it's so unfair on Leicester because they were absolutely dominating in that first half, and it's only Jack Rose who kept us in that game. Maybe if Mahrez had taken his chance earlier, he would have done better, but there's no denying the football that we're playing right there. Beautiful move Beautiful passing, off the ball movement. It's all lovely. Nolan Roos slots it into Nacer Chadli. He runs through on goal and secures his 12th Premier League strike of the season. And we're just playing beautiful football in this one. And Nacer Chadli does get himself man of the match. 2 goals, 1 assist, a 4-0 victory. Flattering scoreline for us, because the first half we could have been down 3, down 2, 3 goals. It could have been that bad, but continuing to train Van der Meer, 76 overall. I do kind of want him to get up to an 80 by the end of the season, because I want him to be a beast by next season. I'm talking mid-80s, at least 83 overall I want him to hit next season. Before we end the series, I want him to get at least a season or 2 in at a beast overall. So we're trying to train him as much as possible. This lineup, we're going with Jan Gorkov and Nino Jankovic and Callum Jones make their way onto the bench for this one in a game against Stoke City, who fielded a decent side. Xherdan Shaqiri obviously the standout. Marko Arnautovic can be a beast when he wants to, when he turns up and plays. Joe Ward on the bench scored an absolute cracker against us a few seasons back, maybe last season, I'm not even sure, I remember. But Shaqiri and Molina start off getting Stoke on the front foot as Molina gets his shot off, and he's just putting more pressure on us again. Into Mbula, back to Molina, and it's another brilliant save from Jack Rose. This guy is just incredible. He's just incredible, he is. But Stoke this time, same way Leicester did, putting all kinds of pressure on us in this first half. Stoke into Mbula, and his shot easily caught by Jack Rose, and then he dispenses. From that same attack, only a minute later, Brozovic, he finds Van der Meer, he slides it into Nacer Chadli. Can we do it again? Nacer Chadli shot straight at the keeper fielding, but we could have done it again. Nacer Chadli snatching us a lead from a game that we really didn't deserve a lead, but we're getting into it a little bit more this time. Bezic finds Leko, he plays it across to Nacer Chadli with his second attempt, and he hits it inside of the post. It falls to Sturridge, and he blazes it straight at fielding, and it goes out for a corner. Best chance of the game for us so far. Chadli unlucky to hit the post. And then Sturridge's rebounded effort, just really good save from Field. And I mean, yeah, Sturridge probably should have found the back of the net, but at the same time, you can't take away any praise from the keeper. Beautiful move again played into Brozovic, and it's another really good save from the keeper. 68 minutes into the game, Brozovic making a really good run, just completely unmarked in the box though. Munayin this time charging into the box, one-on-one, just denied right there. But Chadli, I'm tripping over my words. Munayin running into the box, dispossessed, it falls to Chadli, and he slots it away. Chadli getting his second goal of the episode so far. 70 minutes on the clock, and Nacer Chadli again gives us a much needed lead in a game where we were kind of struggling. The second half seemed to be a bit more of us, but his shot did deflect into that back of that net right there. You see a slight deflection as it looked like it was going into the half corner. Probably would have went in anyway, I'm saying, but a little bit fortunate for it to deflect into the back of the net. Chadli gives us the lead in this one. 1-0 up, 10 minutes left still for Stoke to try and get something. They whip it into the box, and referee gives a penalty. I don't know what, well, I'm lying. I'm lying. I see what it's for, but it's soft. It's soft, man. That's really soft. I mean, he's kind of put his foot in, but I don't know. Maybe I'm being biased. Maybe it's not as soft as I'm making it seem. He did kind of take him out, but I didn't even do much to cause that penalty. Marko Arnautovic this time to draw Stoke level, takes a long run up. Will he be able to beat Jack Rose, who's on inspired form right here? Marko Arnautovic runs up, stutters, and puts it into that corner. I did kind of see it coming, but just a little bit too late. Jack Rose, maybe I should have anticipated earlier, but dived the right way in the end. Couldn't stop it from finding the back of the net. And Marko Arnautovic, a man I highlighted before the match started. I didn't even remember he scored in this game. I don't even remember the score for these matches, so I don't know what the score is going to be for the final match. But Marko Arnautovic in this one draws Stoke level right after we were able to get ourselves into the lead through Nacer Chadli, and we did end the game getting just a point from our rival Stoke at the Hawthorn Stadium. I mean, that's a pretty disappointing result considering the way what we've become. We've become a really top side, so to draw against Stoke at home, I'm pretty disappointed. I mean, Stoke is never an easy game, but I'm pretty disappointed that that's how it went down. Van der Meer training him up again, getting up to a 77 overall, so he's getting good. He's doing there. He's getting where we want him to get, getting A's and B's and all that shit. And then the final game of the episode, we're playing right now against Burnley at Turf Moor. I don't have to say that we should win this match. I don't have to say what I expect from this. I expect a victory. I'm expecting W's. That's all I'm expecting. Sean Dyche right here, looking like he wants to get something. He looks a little bit worried from that one. Let's see the Burnley lineup. They got Goodmanson in there, Defoe, obviously one of their most promising, well, one of their most talented players. Patrick Bamford leading the line up front with a partner. You see Craig Gardner on the bench right here, returning to his old squad. I mean, the hate Craig Gardner gets from you West Brom fans, I'm seeing nothing but Craig Gardner's our worst player. Craig Gardner is shit. Craig Gardner's this. Craig Gardner is your best technically gifted player on your team. I mean, it's that simple. I mean, he might not always make the best decision. He might not always look interested. But the dude is technically, like, that's what I said. I like Craig Gardner. I didn't say he was the best player on your team. I said I like him. I like technical players. A player who could whip in a mean cross. A player who could whip a shot on goal. Who could take set pieces and put a cross on the dime. I like him. He could pass the ball. He got passing range. He ain't the best player in the world. None of your team is the best players in the world. None of them are. But why are we talking about Craig Gardner now? He ain't even a West Bromwich Albion player no more. We're 1-0 down against Burnley early on in the game. At Andre Gray giving them the lead. Again, it's another cross that does it, but we are able to draw a level as Munayin whips in a cross. Keeper has to do a lot better. Keeper has to come out and claim that one, but he's allowed Sturridge to get on the end of it and nod it past him. But yeah, keeper has to do better, man. He has to get on the end of that. The ball is so close to him and he doesn't even come out and claim it. He's beaten to it by Daniel Sturridge, and we take the lead in this one. So we don't take the lead, my bad. I don't even know what I'm talking about. It's like I got preset words to say in these videos. We don't take the lead. We are level in this one. Van der Meer getting a few chances off on goal, and still he gathers that pretty easily. 40 minutes on the clock. Van der Meer again trying to make something happen. He plays it to Victor Moses. He's got a few runners. Van der Meer is another one who continues his run in behind, and Maxwell Van der Meer, the young heart of West Bromwich Albion, gives us back the lead. 2-1 in this one. 43 minutes on the clock, and we've flipped it around. Van der Meer playing it into Victor Moses and then just continuing his run. Frank Lampard-esque getting in behind right there. And a beautiful, calm, collected, composed finish from the Flying Dutchman right there to put us back in the lead. Beautiful goal. Beautiful movement from Van der Meer, and it's a lovely finish from the youngster to get himself. He doesn't score too many goals, but when he does, it's nice. It's a nice finish. It's nice and almost beyond the years. But you see, right after the second half started right here, Burnley were able to turn the game around again and put themselves back on level terms with us. It's again another cross. We should have done a little bit better to stop the cross coming in, but Andre Gray was able to put it across the box on the floor, and it was met again by Boot. I don't even know dude's name. I don't even know. But we got about 7 minutes of regular time again for us to try and get ourselves back into the lead. The ball's up in the air, falls to Bezic. Munayin on the volley, spinning just over the bar right here. The guy is really turning up in the second half of the season. Since I moved him onto the left side, it's really seemed to make a difference. This is one of the only instances ever in FIFA where I've felt like you see right here, I'm just talking about him being good, but then the last chance of the game falls to him and he completely just skies it over the bar. But still, again, from that goal kick, I don't think it was the last chance of the game actually, as Burnley flicked that on. Graves turns and spins excellently, runs down this left hand side. Do not let another cross get in. We don't have a chance. It goes all the way to the back post, and again absolutely fluffs it. Had the chance to win the game and he slid in for whatever reason. He didn't need to. He did not need to. Andre Gray was a terror down that left hand side. But going back to Munayin, he's one of the only instances ever where I felt like position actually matters on FIFA. Like, you guys have seen me already. I play players out of position all the damn time. Earlier on in the season, I played James McLean at left back. I've been playing Chadley at attacking midfield. I don't think he could play there. I'm playing Van der Meer at centre mid all the time. Even though he's listed as a right mid, he can't play in centre mid. He plays excellently in that position. I don't feel like position actually matters in this game. It never has to me. Last year, I played Lamella centre mid. He was a beast. I play players out of position all the time, yeah. But switching Munayin to left wing, which is his natural position, feels like it's made so much of a difference. And he gets involved in the game so much more. He's actually making stuff happen. He's getting involved, which I like. But you got a little squad report right here before we end the episode and show you the table. Hopefully you enjoyed this episode. Return for the next. Peace.